Welcome. Today we're going to be exploring how you can use PowerPoint to kind of enhance your whole group learning when you are in a digital world. So stick around and let's have some fun.
Hey guys, so we're going to go over real quickly on how to create a few things using PowerPoint, and then I will move into Keynote. They're pretty similar, so you don't have to look too hard into it. Keynote for me is just a little bit more user-friendly, but the same can be done with PowerPoint. So if you can see here, I've already started to make a calendar. So we're going to show you how to. I'm going to show you how to do that first. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to get on a new slide. I always like to start with a blank slide, blank canvas. It's easier to get things going. And then I'm going to add a table. I'm going to do it a 5 by. Actually, let's do 5 by 7. There we go. Sorry about that. It was a little hard for me to see. All right, we're going to expand this, make it bigger so that when your kids see it, they have a lot of space that they can see. And then I'm just going to go ahead and move this a little bit up so we have some room. And then all I have to do really is to, sorry about that, name the headers. Now there's two ways you can do it. The first way you can do it is do Sunday like this. And you can just type in any of these boxes. There is a second way, however, and this way is kind of fun just because it adds a little extra layer, another extra activity that you can do while you're teaching. But I'm going to go ahead and make a box in here instead. And inside that box, I would do the day of the week that I want. And the reason I would do this is because I can actually add an animation so that when we go over the days of the week, we can have it dissolve in. Maybe we want it to spin when we talk. That way they can see that the M is Monday, and so on and so on. And a quick way to get all of the same animations and to make sure they're in order. We already didn't start with Sunday, but let's pretend we did. We're just going to copy this and paste it. And then all we have to do is, excuse me, just got to move it over. This is one reason why I prefer Keynote. It's just a little bit more, it's just a little easier to manipulate. Oops, I actually did that backwards. So anyways, the point is when you copy paste, it keeps the same animation, and then you can tell that this one's the first one, this one's the second one. So when I do, when I copy this one, and paste it, there's the third one, and I can just do paste again, and then the fourth one. And then all I have to do really is change the names, and when I present it, and after every click, they're going to move so that you can do that with your kids. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding the days of, or the calendar days, yeah. So what we're going to do again is we're going to go to shapes, and you can even change this up if you want to do circles, squares. Rectangle might be a little hard for some of the numbers, but I'm going to go ahead and just choose a square, make it as big as this. In my square, I'm going to write 1. Oops. And here's another quick trick. After you do this, make sure you have the font and everything else that you want ready to go. So like if you want, you're like, okay, that's way too big. Let's do 1 scale down. Let's do 2 scale down. All right, so you want this to be ready to go because when you copy paste, you don't have to be formatting every single one. So let's say you want this blue. If you don't want this blue, you can change the color. The format's going to be right over shape fill, green. Maybe we want this one for some autumn, and we can do some orange. All right, now what we're going to do is we are going to add an animation before we copy paste. So let's go ahead and do a, I'm going to do a fly in. That way it just flies when I click on it. And I can actually change some of the options. I can do it from the bottom. I actually want to do it from the top so it kind of looks like it's dropping in. And so let's go ahead and try that. in presentation mode, see what it looks like. Monday, 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 Monday. Our calendar has the case of the Mondays, and then it's gonna fly in like that. So again, just to make your life easier, you don't have to do every single square where you're gonna go to insert, shape, square. All you have to do is click on this, control copy, or file, actually, excuse me, it would be copy there, and where is copy? Oh wait, I'm not selected. So anyways, copy, you could either do control copy or file, and then, or not file, sorry, edit, copy, and then you would just do control V. And the nice thing too is it kind of lines it up for you. Control V, and boom, you can have your calendar. And if this is a little bit too tedious, where you're like, oh, I don't want to make this whole calendar, you can add the days as you go. Like, you're like, okay, well, today is the, well, I don't know how to count. Today is the 3rd, tomorrow's the 4th. So tomorrow I'll just add the new one, and all you'd have to do is click it, control copy, and then control paste. And then boom, you just have to change that to 4. Cool, the next thing we're gonna work on, since we made a calendar, is morning message. And it's kind of a similar way to go. And the way I did this, new slide, let's do a blank copy, because I don't want anything on there. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert a text box, and that's up here at the top of where you have insert. So insert and text box, you can draw your text box. It's about that big, that's what I want. And I would say, good. And here's the thing again, you want to format everything the way you want it. You want a different kind of font. Do this before you copy paste everything, so you only have to do it once. I'm okay with that font, honestly. I am going to do the text a little bit bigger. That's about good enough. So again, we want this to be animated, so we're going to click on it. We're going to click all the way at the top, animations. We want it to do something. Ooh, bold flash, that sounds fun. Let's see how that looks. I kind of didn't like bold flash. It didn't do exactly what I wanted to do. So if you want to change it, you can go ahead and change it. Let's go ahead and change it to, I kind of like the spin one. Let's go ahead and just keep it with the spin one. And right now it has 2 animations on it. The first one was that flash. The second one was that spin. And you can see this in this right-hand side. You just delete that top one, and now all I have is a spin. All right, moving on. We're going to click on it, copy, paste, and then I can, got to get that little one that has all 4 so you can move it. Morning. All you have to do is make this a little bigger. Sorry about the capital. And then you copy this one again. And you'll have class. Now, so when you're doing your morning message, all you have to do is play it. And I kind of use the same one, good morning class, and then I kind of changed the second sentence. But good morning class. And just kind of a fun way to animate morning message. All right. And then if you wanted to add pictures, all you have to do is you can actually just go and copy a picture and then do Control V for paste, or you can go to Insert and you go to Pictures. And then if you have it on your desktop or whatever you have it, mine is in a folder called Clip Art. Click on the one you need, insert it, and boom, size it to where you need it, obviously. And then you're done. Cool. All right, last one I'm gonna show you guys today. I guess I can show you some sorting ones also, but I'll do that in the bonus at the end. All right, so this one I've already made, and you can see I have the number 5. I have my 5 turtles. So when I play it, I can tell them to point to the number 5, it spins, and we can count the turtles as they spin. And the way you do that, I've already started right here with the number. I just made a text box. We've already done that when we were doing the calendar. The next cool thing about both programs have this is you can add some shapes, and you can add squares, circles, all that stuff. But there's another cool spot. If I go to insert and I go to icons, it gives me a whole bunch of fun little critters that I can use. So I can use crocodiles, and I can insert it, make it bigger. And now we're gonna need 6 of these, but before you make your copies, we wanna go to animate first so that we can add an animation. So top, animations, find the animation you want. Appear, maybe we want this one to just appear. I'm just gonna stick to the spin one. Grow and shrink, that one would be kind of fun. You can also adjust how long it takes. When you're over here at animation, you would go to timing, and we want that to be 1 second. We want it to be fast. Or actually, let's do half a second, because that might be a little bit better. So let's test it out. Ooh, I might not like the spin for that one, but that one's kind of fun. So let's go back to that. Now that I have an animate, I'm gonna copy it, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and copy, paste, copy, paste, and boom, I am all done. And if they're kind of weird, you can kind of highlight them all. So you can do shift and click, shift, just hold down shift and click all of them, and you can move them over if you need more room. And it does let you line them up if you're real crazy about that. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Cool, and that's kind of how I make that page. But remember, the biggest thing is if you make the animation first, when you copy paste, it will keep the order. So right now my order's all kind of messed up. Well, I guess it's this way. But it'll keep the order, and you won't have to do that much. All right, let's go over to the last thing I'll do. Okay, and the last thing the last little bit of thing that I'm going to show you is how to set up a sorting activity, and we will just use it, use the in-house shapes to do this, or you can do the icons to do it also. But that way you don't have to search for pictures if you don't want to search for pictures. But let's just go ahead and do some shapes right now. So I'm going to start off with a circle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose what I want this shape to be. So I kind of want it orange, and then I'm going to have this be, I'm going to have 5 of these. So I'm going to copy it again, copy paste, your best friend in all this. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Well, you just have to paste it after that. So now I have all these circles. I did a little bit more than 5, I did 6. All right, so next step, if I want more circles, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and copy this guy again. If I want them the same size, all right? Maybe you don't. Maybe you want this one a little bigger so you can sort by size. Again, copy paste is your best friend. So copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Boom, you just made a quick sorting activity based on size. We're gonna up the ante a little bit, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold down shift, and I'm gonna click every single one of my big dots, okay? This is another thing that you can do if you're doing this sorting activity, you've done it a whole bunch of times, and you need to freshen it up a little bit, right? So why don't we add a splash of color? So I added, I shift, again, hold down shift, click on every single one of these guys, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fill this to a different color. Let's make these ones blue. So now I've got 2 different colors and 2 different sizes. Let's say I want to up the ante just a little bit more. Okay, watch this. So I'm gonna shift, okay, and click all those hold down shift and click all of these. I'm gonna control copy again, and paste it. Boom, got all these new circles. All right, I'm not done yet. So now I'm gonna make these ones that same color of blue, okay? Now, if you don't want all these ones, if it's too crowded, you can delete a few of them. No big deal. All right, so what I'm gonna do for these ones, I'm actually gonna delete 2 of those. That way I don't have so many. So I'm gonna hold down shift, select all of these, control copy, control V, boom. And then again, we are going to change this one. So what we wanna do is see up here for shape format, we're gonna click on that, shape fill. We want an orange color so that we have different ones of those. And if you want to up the ante even more, you can insert different shapes You can do some squares, or you can do some circles, or we already have circles, but they have hearts, lightning bolts, moons, clouds. And then you also have different icons you can use. And the different icons can be changed colors also. So let's say you do this cool little bug here. And the nice thing about this too is you can do more than one. So let's do all of those. Insert those. I should dump on a new page. I'll do that real quick. Let's open up a new page. So let's just go to home. Actually, let's go to insert, and we'll go to blank slide, and I will put all of those. Oops, I copied the wrong thing. Copy paste is your best friend until it doesn't work. So I'm gonna copy these. Hopefully I get them all. All right, that didn't work out. Let's just go ahead and put some more in. We'll get some more practice with that anyways. All right, so icons. Click all the icons you want and insert those. Move them around so you can see what you got. Again, copy paste is going to be your best friend. If you want to change these colors, I would change them before. So let's make this guy a ladybug. Let's make this one a green beetle. Butterfly, I'm going to say purple because that sounds cool. Let's do the bee yellow. This guy, instead of green, let's make him a brownish color. And then this one, let's make this one, ooh, tough choice. We'll do a blue, a light blue. All right, again, before you do this, I would adjust the size to whatever you want, control copy and paste. And then boom, you've got a nice little sorting activity that you can do with your kids. So that was how to do, set up some morning message stuff on PowerPoint. I hope that was kind of fun and informative. But thanks for sticking around with me. I'm gonna do another quick one with Keynote. It's mostly the same thing. Just the things are a little bit different on where to find things. So stick around for Keynote, or if this was good enough for you, then I will see you soon. Thanks.